Alright guys, I'm sitting in a Ford Transit Connect, I believe it's called. Little minivan type of vehicle with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats and room for a little bit of storage. Today I'm dropping off my daughter at college. It's got all this stuff. Oh, look at there. It's got all her stuff in the back. So I figured I'd do a quick review of this vehicle. Now, I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer. I have done no research. I am not an expert. And if I say stuff that's wrong, I don't want to hear it. I'm just showing you I'm giving you a quick tour of the vehicle. Because some of you folks have been calling me out. And I'm doing this for the goodness of myself. The goodness of my own heart. Right, Hannah?
Right.
I'm providing a service and people are saying, you don't know what you're talking about. As you can see, the back is loaded with stuff. And a clown. But it's a pretty nice, reasonable. I mean, what do you think about the comfort back there? I know you squished, you got a lot of, it's comfortable, right? You got the faux leather seats, two-tone.
Look at that.
And you got this beautiful moon roof.
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
Although it doesn't open.
It's a little...
I guess that's what a moon roof is, right? Is that a moon roof when it doesn't open? Anyway, it doesn't open, but it allows a nice bit of sun in. Now, if you don't want as much sun on your beautiful self, you can close that up and diffuse it. A couple of things that I don't understand right off the bat. The rear, the third row, I thought you could take the seats out, and I looked and tried for a very long time and looked in the manual. I could not figure out if I could do it. It seems like lots of lost space, but I believe in this type of vehicle you can get them in different configurations. So there might be a model you can get that has removable seats. Don't send me a comment talking about how I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't. I'm about to drop my beautiful daughter off, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a review of this vehicle just to show you folks who do appreciate me. The Ford Transit Connect, right, Hannah? And might I say, beautiful socks, girl.
Thanks.
You got some beautiful socks going on. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Still cute though.
Oh God. All right, guys, so I dropped off my first college participant, and I have to say I'm a little misty-eyed, but I promised I would do a review of this Ford Transit Connect. You see what I do for you guys. Now, when I first got into the vehicle today, I really looked at it and I was like, it's kind of a wasted use of space in the rear area, which I'll show you in a minute. The seats don't come out and they don't fold flat into the floor, so your cargo bay is really, I felt, was really compromised. But I have an 18-year-old and she has like everything under the sun that she wanted to bring to school, and it all fit. Now, she would not allow me to film her today, and she would not allow me to film much of her stuff coming out, so unfortunately I didn't come through to show you all the cargo it really carried, but it carried a heck of a lot more than I thought it would. Now, the cool thing about the Transit Connect is it drives like a CUV or even like a car. So as I look around the interior here, it reminds me a lot of the Ford Escape. And it really feels like that. You don't have a real high view of the road. It's car-like, it's quick, easy to drive, easy to maneuver, really good sight lines. So for this particular configuration, it's like a 6-seater in comfort. Just to shuttle people around, this is probably going to do you really well. Again, I've looked at these little mini vans in the past. In fact, I did a review of the Nissan product. I believe there are different configurations. So if you want to haul tools, or if you need like shelving installed, Ford can probably hook you up. So let's go around the vehicle and I'll show you some of the things that are really cool. Let's start with this interior. The interior is nicely done. Nice two-tone charcoal and beige. Center stack area is pretty identical to the Ford Escape. It's got the Ford Escape steering wheel. So let's say it's the Ford Escape. Really nice. If this is your vehicle for work, it's pretty pleasant to come in and work every day in it. A cool feature that I really like is right up here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a storage bin right above the visor. And what that allows you to do for a guy like me who's kind of sloppy, I get like letters and notes, and I put it, typically I'll put them in here, in this area, and then I can't use the visor to block the sun, because when I do, all the letters come down. So up in this area here, you can put all kinds of stuff, and it's a healthy, you know, it's a healthy bit of space that goes on both sides, which is cool. And it's vented, so you don't forget you have stuff up there. Very pleasant, very open and airy cabin. I'm in the second row now, and there's just tons of space up here. Love the fact that it has these two-tone, I'm gonna call them faux leather seats. I'm not really good at picking out leather. I believe this is a faux leather. All right, another really cool thing for the size of the vehicle, you have the sliding side door, so there's easy access to get in and out of the vehicle. That's a good feature to have. All right, so what makes this a really cool vehicle in terms of passengers for 6 people is the fact that it's easy to get into the back of the vehicle and the actual feeling and room and space in the back. So let's check that out next. There's easy access right here, so easy for you to get up into the seats. And sitting in the seat is pretty cool. There's decent leg room. I'm an average guy about 5'9". And you know, it's a little cramped back here. But if you had to do it and you could take turns, 6 people could take a long drive in this vehicle. Now, I haven't been able to find a way to make this back seat recline. That would make it a little bit more comfortable, but you can't have everything. There is a vent back here, so you do have access to heat and air conditioning, which is nice to have. And you also have a good view of the moonroof. So now I'm going to show you what I found to be very disappointing with this model when I first picked it up. The third row, you would imagine in a vehicle like this, just by looking at it, it looks like a utilitarian vehicle. You'd imagine that you'd be able to take these third row seats and totally remove them, or either they would collapse into the floor. But I have not been able to figure out how to do that. I read the manual, as I said earlier, just didn't find a way to do it. So let me show you that. Here's the rear. So it's a nice amount of space vertically. And there's good space back here. So if you do have 6 people, you could probably fit a few bags back here, you know, and load them up high. So let me show you what it looks like when you fold the third row seats down. So as you can see, there's a lot of wasted space. You'd love to have the ability to just pull these out, or at least flatten them down. Now, if you don't need to carry 4 people, you can lay the captain's chairs down, and there's a nice little flap that goes over that makes the actual back of the vehicle flat. I'll show you that. With these flaps extended and down, you're dealing with a flat surface. And there's a good deal of space here. So not a terrible looking vehicle for a minivan. So all in all, I think the Ford Transit Connect is a pretty cool vehicle. Much better storage room than I anticipated in the beginning. And it'll always have a little soft spot in my heart because it was the vehicle that helped me get Peggy to school. So I want to thank all you guys for watching. Remember, keep pushing play. And I think I'm going to go cry some more.